Hey guys, it's me, Meredith again. I'm here today to talk about my experiences with the Ultimate Reset. I'm going to talk about what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, as well as my results. So first of all, I'm going to show you a picture of a before and after of day 1 and day 6 on the Ultimate Reset, okay? So hopefully you can see this. So I hope you can see that, okay? Anyways, from day 1 to 6, I ended up losing about 4 pounds or so. The first thing I'm going to talk about is what I liked about the Ultimate Reset. The first thing that I liked that it made me more aware of how much water I was drinking, or rather not drinking regularly. So on the Ultimate Reset, they tell you to drink, basically take your body weight and divide it by 2, and that's how many ounces of water you should be drinking every day. So anyways, for me, I usually drink between 3/4 of a gallon to a gallon of water a day to make sure that I wasn't dehydrated. They recommend that you do distilled water, which is not a problem. Just went to the store and bought a bottle of distilled water for about, I want to say 96 cents. So that's like, what, $1 a day. You're going to do Ultimate Reset for 21 days, so it's like 21 bucks. Not too bad. I also liked the Ultimate Reset because it forced me to engage in meal planning. In order to do this appropriately, I really believe that you need to obviously peruse the menus, work up a grocery shopping list, and then go to 1 to 2 stores, and obviously pre-planning the best, healthiest stores to find your goodies before you obviously can have your food for the week. I liked also about the Ultimate Reset, I liked that it forced me kind of out of my comfort zone with foods. It made it so that I would try foods that I had never tried to eat before, including raw foods as well as certain foods that I had to learn how to make myself. I discovered that I actually really like homemade, I call it fake sushi, because it doesn't have any fish in it, obviously. But I made these really great nori rolls. They were fabulous. I never even thought I could make anything like sushi before, so that was pretty cool. I liked a lot of the recipes. I liked, let's see here, the nori rolls were good. Obviously, fresh fruit for breakfast is fabulous. You guys are going to laugh, but I had never had plain old oatmeal with fruit before. Right? I know that sounds crazy. I was used to the quick stuff, you know, the quick or instant, whatever. Well, oh my goodness, the real stuff is so much better. And it's so much better for you. So I discovered I really like that. I discovered I do not like kale cooked at all. Well, I kind of already knew I didn't like it. I'm not really much of a collard greens kind of girl. Didn't really like that. Let's see what else. I liked about the reset, I liked that I was able to kick my soda habit, which is awesome, in 6 days. I didn't have any coffee or anything during that time, so that was really great. I definitely felt slimmer as time went on. I felt lighter. I didn't feel so gross. Let's see, what else did I like about the Ultimate Reset? I loved how in the mornings, like when I woke up, I didn't have a hard time getting out of bed at all. I would wake up on my own at like 6 a.m., which is insane because usually I like to sleep in until 7 or 8. And I felt like the Ultimate Reset really helped with my sleep patterns. So now I've talked about all the really great things I like about it. Now I'm going to talk about the not so pretty things, the not so beautiful things, and why I stopped in 6 days. Yes, I stopped the Ultimate Reset after 6 days, even with those awesome results you just saw in those photos. And here's why. First of all, basically, probably starting about day 1 or so, I got the headache. Now, if you talk to people who have done Ultimate Reset before, typically you'll hear I got headaches, you know, I had sore muscles, I had diarrhea sometimes. I only had diarrhea once, but for 5 days I had a migraine headache, and I am prone to migraine headaches. They were awful, and people kept saying to me, oh, drink more water, drink more water. Well, if you don't already know, I'm a registered nurse. And for me to drink more than a gallon of water a day, that would be concerning to me, because water intoxication is a very real issue. And yes, people can die from water intoxication if you drink too much. So obviously I didn't want to run into problems with that. I was drinking enough water. I honestly can't come up with a reason for my headaches. I know some people say, oh, you probably had a caffeine addiction. No, I only drank maybe 2 sodas a week, normally 2 to 3 a week before starting reset. So it's not a caffeine thing. Some people subscribe to the theory that, oh, your body is detoxing, therefore you'll get a headache. I don't know. I don't really buy into that. But for whatever reason, I got a headache. I personally feel that because I probably wasn't consuming a sufficient amount of calories for my body. Okay, so I had the headaches. What else didn't I like about it? I didn't like the tempeh. Like, that was just gross to me. That was just a food I didn't like. So, there was a couple foods in there that I didn't like. What else didn't I like? Yeah. I was tired a lot. And I knew that was to be expected with a low calorie count, obviously, and just this whole process. But I didn't like feeling tired all the time. I didn't like feeling beat all the time. But by and large, the headaches were the worst thing about it. And unfortunately, with my severe migraines, that's why I had to stop doing the ultimate reset. And I thought about it long and hard, but it's one of those things. For those of you who may or may not know, my husband has a job where, at least 1 out of every 3 days, he's not available to help me. So essentially at least one out of every 3 days, I am doing this on my own. I'm doing this whole single parent thing. And if you've ever had a migraine, a true migraine, you will know you cannot function like that. And I had to ask myself the question, is this in line with my priorities? My priorities are my kids, my family. Was I being a good mom to them by having to be laid up in the bed or on the couch with a blanket over the windows because it was too light? The light bothered me. And was I being a good mom to them laying on the couch with a cold washcloth on my head most of the day? No. I was not being a good mom to my kids. And for that reason, I had to listen to my body and I had to stop. Now, with that said, I am keeping a lot of what I learned from the Ultimate Reset with me. I'm not drinking soda anymore. I'm not drinking coffee at all. I am continuing with my 3/4 of a gallon a day of water. Continuing with that, definitely. Also continuing with the schedule in terms of food. I had, prior to the Ultimate Reset, I had started to kind of let my schedule with my food kind of get out of control. I started to let life get in the way and not really take care of myself. I, again, was starting to skip meals, which is obviously bad. So I like that the Ultimate Reset kept me on track in terms of a schedule. So I'm continuing to do that. I'm also continuing to, usually with a reset, about every day, 1 to 2 times a day at least, you're having some sort of salad, some sort of greens. So I'm continuing to do that as well. I am also continuing, obviously, back on my Shakeology. Well, I had done my tropical Shakeology a couple times during the reset, but I'm very happy now that I'm able to have my chocolate Shakeology again. Yay! Because it's my favorite. I am drinking the strawberry more, though. I found that. An interesting thing after I stopped doing the reset, though. I didn't think this was going to happen after only 6 days, but my husband made dinner for us one night. He made salmon at my request, which is a reset meal. Yay. And he asked what I wanted for a side. I said, well, there's some Uncle Ben's whole grain white rice. It's like broccoli and cheddar flavor. Whatever. Just go mix that. So I didn't even think about that it was a processed food. I put one bite of it in my mouth and I wanted to hurl. It was horrible. It was disgusting. So I'm finding that I can't eat the processed foods anymore, which is great because I plan on keeping, as I said, a lot of those aspects of the Ultimate Reset going on with the raw fruits, the raw veggies. I plan on adding yogurt back in, and I'm going to try to keep meat at a minimum. So maybe once every other day or so to try to cut back on that, because as you guys saw from my pictures, I got some pretty amazing results. In fact, this floors me because I actually had somebody ask me, is this for real? I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you obviously don't know me. I'm just about as real as it gets. So anyways, I know you guys are going to ask, okay, well, do you recommend the Ultimate Reset? I will say yes, but only after very careful consideration. If you have a history of migraines or if you have any medical issues at all, I would seriously recommend talking to your doctor first before you decide to embark on a journey like this. This is not something you need to take lightly. And I didn't take this lightly, nor did I take it lightly when I decided to stop. But you've got to decide for yourself if this is something that will work for you. The answer may be yes, and the answer may be no, and that's okay too. So anyways, if you decide that you want to talk to me, or you would like more information about Ultimate Reset, or my experiences, you can just email me at meredithkindred@hotmail.com. That's meridithkindred@hotmail.com, and I look forward to talking to you. And I know there's going to be some people out there saying, oh, she just wasn't dedicated, she didn't want it bad enough. No. So anyways, I hope you guys are doing great, and if you're on Ultimate Reset, keep it up until day 21 if you can, and if you can't, that's okay too. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.